Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I take a look at the German Mediabook Blu-ray release of Chow Yun Fat's Peace Hotel. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, like the video and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. So this week I received from Amazon Germany this stunning media book of Chow Yun Fat's Peace Hotel, his last film for Golden Princess Films, the last time of this period, the mid-90s, when he worked with John Woo, which was a very exciting moment to see him and the two of them sort of return to work with each other. Of course, John Woo producing and probably co-directing, although uncredited, with that. And then, of course, after this movie, Chow would go on to make his big break in Hollywood with Replacement Killers, The Amazing Corruptor, Anna and the Keen, and then, of course, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which just elevated everything for both him and Michelle Yeoh, which was wonderful. But yes, I've always been a fan of Peace Hotel. Not the greatest action movie, but a very good movie nonetheless. Written by Wai Kai-fei, who worked on a story with Chow Yun Fat for the film. Of course, Wai has went on to do most of his career working with Johnny To, which is quite obvious in this movie. Believe it or not, there is a lot of Johnny To in this movie, I feel. I have had this movie for some time on the Mei DVD from Hong Kong. And the media book itself, of course, I've picked the one with this gorgeous artwork, but the other cover alternative is this in its media book version from Germany, which is wonderful. But yes, I have had this movie. I've always had a soft spot for it. I think Chow's amazing in it. Again, there's not a huge amount of action, and apart from the big 10-minute shootout at the end, which is fantastic, there are some other moments throughout it. I suppose in a martial arts sense, but they're all done in that same frame setting that Sammo Hung was working around that time on movies like Thunderbolt or Once Upon a Time in China and America, where the frame rate kind of gives all the action a bit of a blur. But yes, I enjoyed it, but this DVD was never great quality. It was good to watch, but because of the dustiness of the movie, that sort of Western feel, as you can see highlighted here, it kind of brought that quality down for me. So whenever I saw that this was getting released on Blu-ray in Germany, I jumped at the chance. I mean, even looking at the pictures on the back here, they are crisp and clean. I have never seen them look so well, and I just was super excited to get this because I wanted to have it on Blu-ray. Of course, stars Chow Yun Fat, who also contributed to the story, also known as Never Die, as it says here. The movie also stars Cecilia Yip and Jo Chung, as well as Lao Shun, I believe, is a blind man. Yes, there he is down there. So anyway, regardless, a fun movie, very well acted, bits of comedy throughout it, but without making things too stupid, or without taking away from the seriousness of it. If you can imagine a sort of Wild West Western setting of Chow Hark's New Dragon Get In, with that Johnny To inspiration, you kind of get an idea of what Peace Hotel is all about, how it's going to look. The pacing of it, as I say, has very much Johnny To vibes, but that's down to Wai Kai-fei, who is a fantastic director in his own right. And again, he had not Chow Yun Fat, he had John Woo behind him for this, of course, producing, which was great. And you can start to see then there's a little influence here and there of Woo, whether it's from the dove to the gunfight. You just know that he is there. But yes, beautiful design of a cover. I really like this one, and because I had the DVD of this original artwork, I really wanted to shake it up and go for something different. Inside we have got, as with most media books, you have got the Blu-ray on one side, and then if I can just get to it without looking any more stupid, you have got then the DVD on the other. So it offers you both styles of artwork. which is going to appear on each of the alternative covers. Of course, inside here you have got a bit of the 16-page media book, as often that you would have with German media book releases, which is fabulous. Unfortunately, again, all in German, so it doesn't help me, and I don't really have time to Google Translate, but I think just having that addition to this release and being able to see those pictures. There we see the original cover of John Woo, Never Die. I mean, Germany are flipping constantly renaming things, which is annoying to some degree, but also fun. It's always fun finding a title that you think you've never heard of, and then realize that it is something you've had many years. But yeah, that's nice. That's a nice collection. As on the Blu-ray here, in terms of what comes with it, extra-wise, there is, I think, an alternate end or an alternate scene. Seems to be, apart from the 16-page booklet, that's all there is on there extra. The DVD runs for 88 minutes though, and the Blu-ray runs for 92 minutes. Each come with German and Cantonese language options with German or English subtitles, which is why I jumped at the chance. It's rare to get a movie like this released with English subtitles from there. Yes, Region B, and of course down here number 1378 of 1500, as you can see. So there's not too many of them kicking about. I'm glad I managed to pick it up, and I am going to go in now, check this out, put it up against its own DVD and my old DVD, just to see how that Blu-ray quality looks, and get back and let you know what I think. So, just back after checking out the German Mediabook Blu-ray release of Chow Yun Fat's Peace Hotel, and I put it up against the DVD that accompanies it, as well as my old Maya Hong Kong DVD of the same movie. I have to say, I will not be going back to that. Definitely what is provided here, both in its Blu-ray version and DVD, looks fantastic. You get the choice here of the alternate scene is the only thing there. It's probably about a minute long. It's not, I mean, it wasn't worth adding, let's just say that. It would have been better without any extra features at all. But you do get the Cantonese language options with very clear and clean English subtitles. But the movie, as the Blu-ray version, the movie looks stunning. I don't think I've ever seen it look as well as it does. I was super happy to see this movie again. I'd say it's been a good 10 or 15 years since I last put this in my player, or put that version, the old version, in my player. But to be able to watch it again in 1080p, crystal clear, looks fan-friggin-tastic. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. So glad that I picked this up. I mean, what I would love to have seen was certainly a lot more extra features on there. A making of would have been good. A couple of trailers, maybe some interviews. It would have been fantastic and a great addition, because it is a beautiful package. And again, to be able to see that released in 1080p is just brilliant. So here's hoping that someone like Idiot Films or even Eureka Video go down the line of putting more Chow Yun Fat movies, including Peace Hotel, out there on Blu-ray with a ton of extras for the fans. This is a wee bit of an underrated gem, and again, for me, a wee bit of an important movie for Chow Yun Fat, being his last Hong Kong foray for some time until he returned after a stint in Hollywood. But yes, definitely worth picking up. I wouldn't say go wild with it price-wise, but I picked this up for probably around 17, 18 pounds, which was great. I don't think you could better that, to be honest. But yeah, definitely worth checking out, especially on the Blu-ray, and so glad that I now have it in my collection. Thank you very much for checking out another video here on Invincible Asia. Follow me on Instagram at Invincible Asia and at Movie Misfit. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell and all that jibber. Once we've reached 1,000 subscribers here on the channel, I'm going to be giving away an Invincible Asia t-shirt to one lucky winner every month. And you've more of a chance of winning the more you like those videos, the more you comment, because then I'm going to like you more and I'm going to pull your name closer to the top of the hat, so you have more chances of winning.